everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost, but Jaguars are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Broncos, who will be testing that coverage. With that, let's head up the road to Jacksonville, Florida. Standing by are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They come out here in the eye. Now a run with Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and it usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First carry for T.J. Yeldon. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And the box that's highlighted is for Hearns on this offense.
Do you have your track shoes available? Because Allen Hearns is a guy that gets you on your horse if you're trying to defend him. He can take anyone deep and win on any route.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Looking and finding Allen Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
Bortles to throw on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking to get it to Allen Hearns that time. And it's third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
He'll try and keep this away from Hester as this is going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Green alone out to the right. On first down, Simeon. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
No surprise at all that a Penn State linebacker named Paul Posluszny usually leads his team in tackles.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to the air, Simeon on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Third and long. It's Simeon. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And fourth down coming up. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Granted, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A good pickup there at 22.
When big plays occur, offensive coordinators can do one of two things. They can come right back to the same play saying, defense, you've seen it, but you can't stop it. Or they file it away and bring it out later when they think they need it.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguars. And the back goes into motion. On second down, here's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Bortles to throw. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Simeon gives to his fullback, Janovich. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles. But you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Simeon finding time. He's going into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember that.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together, and over the top, the receiver wins the battle. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail! Green 39! Green 39! Ace! Ace!
Yeldon, the lone running back.
Here we go now.
Bortles now on first down. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. Now hang on a moment here. Marshall's in some pain. Still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Bortles to throw on second down. Completes it to Lee. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Bortles will try again on second down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And he finds Julius Thomas. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go now. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Bortles now to throw. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. He's got time. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd down following the run. To throw on 2nd is Simeon. Green with a catch left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down, Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again is Simeon. And that's complete to LaFell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Brandon LaFell as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Bortles now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. A final shot before half for Bortles. That's caught at the 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Here's Bortles to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So 2nd and 10 here. Yeldon, the lone running back. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Lee's got it over the middle, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On the direct snap, this will be Yeldon. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
Hey, we go now. 39. Black 58 round. Black 58 round.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into the bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now they send a man in motion right. Throwing is Bortles. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on second is Simeon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Simeon now to throw. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Anderson. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Back now in Jacksonville. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run with Thompson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
C.J. Anderson, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. In the backfield is Anderson. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Left, green 39. Ace, he's crashing. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Mike 51, Mike 51. Left.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Black 58, right. Here we go. Left. Ready.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here we go now. Green. 51 to fight.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Flush to his right. It's caught right side. It turns. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hurns, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And coming out now, the Broncos. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Lynch. Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
In the backfield is Anderson. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He finds Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. To throw, it's Bortles. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now.
Now Bortles got to have this one. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Here we go now. Ace. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check 9. Ace.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Green, 39. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him. He's
going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 19. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. They come up in an offset eye. Now Bortles will give to Yeldon. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it brings up 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They run it again with Anderson. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now what can Lynch do here in overtime? A dump off to Anderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though,
and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
Yeldon, the lone running back. On second down, here's Borles. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. They told everyone beginning of the year, we want to win 11 games, and they've done that.
And what an air of good feelings around this team, around this organization. You can just feel it. They've achieved their goal. They're firmly in the playoff race right now. They've got to feel great about themselves and what they've accomplished.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation.